Hello, Mendoza is where the curtain falls on trying years for Argentina and for Mexico. Both remain under caretaker coaches and both are still minus their most famous players and record goal scorers. For how long, nobody quite knows. For Mexico, still no Chicharito, and Argentina remain minus Messi, neither involved since their nation's World Cup exits. So once again, for new names and rising stars, opportunity knocks. Amid the fireworks, we shall break off to take in the two nations' anthems. First, you'll hear the anthem of the away team, who are Mexico. we go, one more game for teams in evolution to close out the year of 2018. Let's confirm the teams. It's all change from Friday's first meeting. The home team changed 10 starters, only Ramiro Mori survives. In goal, Gerónimo Rulli wins his second cap. First starts for Walter Kannemann and Santiago Ascacíbar. In attack, Mauro Icardi, prolific for Inter Milan, but yet to score in the colours of Argentina. Mexico 2 changed 10. PSV's Érik Gutiérrez, the one player retained, the one overseas player all starts also. It's Julio Dominguez's first cap in 3.5 years as a starter. Among their post-World Cup newcomers, Érik Aguirre and Gerardo Arteaga. Of the starters, only 3 of the players went to Russia and the World Cup in the summer. Well, he scored their first goal in Friday's win in Cordoba. Funes Mori's second goal for his nation. But here two teams with lots of changes for this game, their last game of the year, and it's been for both really a topsy-turvy 2018. Both went as far as the World Cup's first knockout round, the last 16 in Russia. Mexico beaten by Brazil, Argentina 4-3 against the eventual world champions from France. Mexico come in with just one starter who plays overseas, that is PSV Eindhoven's Érik Gutiérrez, and Lionel Scaloni's 6th game in charge for now anyway. He's the interim coach, but lots of talk. He could well get the job on a full-time basis given how well his team have done in their games under him so far. They've won 3 of the 5. Their one defeat, a narrow loss to Brazil in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, to a late goal from Miranda in October's game in the desert. A good noise and a fast-filling Stadium 2 here in Mendoza, the home of Godoy Cruz in the Argentinian top division. Venue built for the World Cup of 1978. And the interim coach of Mexico, Ricardo Ferretti, who we believe is outgoing. The talk is it would be an Argentine to replace him in Tata Martino, who is set to leave MLS team Atlanta, and the MLS players are done to take over as the head coach of the Mexico national team. Before the game, the teams will unite in a moment of reflection. That comes from Colombia. It's Andrés Rojas in charge of this friendly as the teams lock horns for the second time in this break. A 2-0 win for Argentina in Cordoba on Friday in the first meeting. What of the second here in Mendoza? The stage is set, ready for the off. And here we go, the game underway, both teams in their change colours. Mexico in the white with the burgundy shorts, Argentina in the all dark blue shirts, white shorts for this friendly match. On the ball here for Mexico, an early touch of the ball for Edson Alvarez, one of their World Cup survivors from Russia in the summer. 3 of the players who start the game went to Russia and the World Cup. Here's Ascacíbar for Argentina, player who's only just come into the team. He made his debut against Guatemala in September's game in the US, a win. That was the first game in charge for Scaloni. There'll be a change of ball here early on too. There the referee confirmed for you from Colombia, Andrés Rojas, the man in the middle for this game tonight. Walter Kannemann, his first start today for Argentina. Funes Mori. Early touch for Gerónimo Rulli, the goalkeeper from Spain's Real Sociedad. Icardi. Icardi goes again. Icardi on the surge, great chance! Icardi's first goal for Argentina comes inside the first 2 minutes of the game. Lovely finish. And the perfect start for Argentina here in Mendoza tonight. Inter Milan's Icardi with a devastating finish. And that is how you start a game of football. Route 1 here from the goalkeeper Gerónimo Rulli. Icardi a handful, fed here by Lamela. And Icardi does the rest brilliantly. What a start here for Argentina and for Mauro Icardi. When his debut came for the national team, Icardi, back in October 2013. He's had to wait a long time for that first goal. It's elusive no longer. Icardi's goal, Argentina's goal. They've made a dream start here, a goal up inside the first 2 minutes. Here's Rodrigo de Paul. Meza. Meza's ball on here for Érik Lamela. Offside here against the Tottenham man Lamela. First start for well over 2 years for his country. Had a year out with a hip problem, but returned to win a first cap in 26 months in the game on Friday as a late second half substitute. Alvarez back to goalkeeper Jesus Corona. Eric Gutierrez. Alvarez. A bit long, it's going to be picked up here by the Mexicans and Arteaga. Warning here for the Watford winger Roberto Pereyra. Just caught Arteaga here. Santiago, one of the newcomers since the World Cup finals. And today only his 4th cap, the player from Santos Laguna and Torreon in the north of Mexico. Free kick here for Mexico, building for next summer's Gold Cup in the USA. In goes that set piece. And hooked on and over the bar. Good effort that. They want a corner. It was helped on there by Henry Martin. Plays for Club America. Team in 2nd place in the Liga MX at the moment. Only his 5th cap too. He made his debut though well over 3 years ago, but he's never been a first choice to be called on by various coaches for Mexico down the years. Icardi's got the difference, cleared here by Rulli. Lamela chasing on here. Here is Lamela. Lamela looks to take an Arteaga. Pereyra. Funes Mori for Kannemann. Santiago Ascacíbar plays with Stuttgart in the German Bundesliga, club who are bottom of their league in Germany. did sign a 5-year extension to extend his deal with Stuttgart in the summer. Icardi's touch, looking here for the chasing player, who is Pereyra. By Martin, but no one there beyond him in a Mexico jersey. Well, much talk, of course, about who the coaches will be of these two teams into 2019, and it appears that for now the front runner for the Argentina job is the man who's there right now, the interim Scaloni. Didn't talk about his future too much in the pre-match press, but he's done a good job, and from nowhere has become, it appears, the prime man to take over. There he is, into next summer's Copa America in Brazil, and beyond that into the World Cup qualifiers for Qatar in 2022. Ascacíbar. Here is Dueñas. There has been one dissenting voice, though, in the media loving around Scaloni, and that's the voice of Diego Maradona. His words were that he's a nice boy, but he couldn't manage traffic, could he? That was good for a spiky quote, is Maradona, but not a fan of Scaloni as the successor to be the full-time coach. He was the number 2 in the summer to Jorge Sampaoli. Brizuela chasing on here, but well covered there by at the back Kannemann. He plays with Grêmio in Brazil. He reached the Copa Libertadores semis with them, and they were beaten by River Plate in the semi-final. Of course, the final being played between River and Boca, the Super Clásico involving two Argentina clubs from Buenos Aires. And because of that, we are, of course, at the half-time point in that particular meeting. We haven't called upon any of the players from Boca or River for these two friendlies. Second leg of that Libertadores final played at the Monumental on Saturday in Buenos Aires, the home of River Plate. First leg in La Bombonera was a terrific 2-2 draw a week and a half ago. Ricardo Ferretti, the current coach of Mexico, second spell as their interim boss. One of two men to have overseen 1,000 games in the Liga MX as a head coach. Maxi Meza. De Paul. Well, the start they made here was a very fast one. The goal inside the first 2 minutes from Icardi. And the throw here is Marcos Acuña. Doesn't reach De Paul. Dealt with here by Jesus Dueñas. Martin chasing, Kannemann and Funes Mori covering. Here's Walter Kannemann. Ramiro, Funes Mori playing now with Spanish club Villarreal after a move from Everton in the summer. Ascacíbar. Here's the deep midfielder Ascacíbar, playing the role filled on Friday by Leandro Paredes, and won his first cap against Guatemala. Ascacíbar, only a young player too at 21. Today only his third cap, his first start today, and a player with a big future, it appears, a big potential in Ascacíbar. Here's Érik Gutierrez of Mexico. Aquino, Gutierrez, moved on here now, again by the Mexicans. Wide it goes to Van Brizuela. Not by Funes Mori. Acuña clear. Met by Dueñas. Acuña throwing. It's on there by Jesus Dueñas. Pereyra. On he goes. Was he caught? Yes, he was. Free kick given here, and play will be called back by the referee from Colombia. Roberto Pereyra sent sprawling down. Didn't play the World Cup. He didn't make the final squad. The player from England's Watford in the Premier League. He's got 5 goals in the Premier League this season too for Watford in England. And joined them from Juventus in Italy's Serie A. And the ball again here, Pereyra. Mercado. Kannemann's been given a rather duff pass there. He's going to have to chase across to pick it up. Icardi puts the pressure on. Back it goes to Jesus Corona. Will reach his fullback here. It was a very risky ball. It's miscontrolled too by Arteaga. And possession turns over here rather cheaply for Argentina because of Mexico's failings. Ascacíbar. 4-1 here for Martin for Mexico. Brizuela steps away from Meza. Moved on to Gutierrez. And goes the cross. There's Aguirre. Aquino. Guzman. Kept alive here by Brizuela for Mexico. As for Mexico's coaching position, it appears that Tata Martino will take the job. There's been no official word yet, but it appears the smart one is on him. The FMF in Mexico said he's not to put pen to paper yet. Didn't confirm or deny the rumours, but the truth is he's leaving Atlanta in MLS when that season's done. The goal from Icardi. Well taken it was too. Of course, Martino was the boss of Argentina too, his homeland, in charge at the Copa America in the US in 2016. Stood down after that final defeat to Chile on penalties in New Jersey. It's the last game for the teams of this year. Aquino. Brizuela. Shots on here for Guzman. It's a slip, no more than that. Away comes Ascacíbar now for Acuña for Argentina. That's a clever pass. Meza. Ahead Icardi. Lamela as well. Here's DePaul. Pereyra. On to Érik Lamela here. Fast feet. Had to beat himself there with feet that were too quick. Slip lets Lamela back in though here. Comes to Meza for Argentina. Ascacíbar. DePaul here for Icardi. Now was he caught? Ball taken by Alvarez. Not the man, says the referee from Colombia. No penalty. Aguirre. In has a good shape so far. Gutierrez looks here for Brizuela on this near side. Finds him as well. Acuña stands his ground for Argentina. Kannemann. Dueñas. On the chase, Guzman here. Guzman got there too. It's in the arms though of Gerónimo Rulli. He lost his place really as Sociedad's goalkeeper at the end of September in Spain. Just one cup game since then in club football. Good challenge there by Alvarez. Long leg, got there first. Never a penalty. Icardi's exploits in Italy have been legion. His goals 29 in Serie A last term. The league's second, joint top scorer with Lazio's Ciro Immobile. He's got 79 league games this season as well and 10 in all competitions. That though his first goal for his country in his 8th cap tonight, which has come over 5 years. Clever work here by Meza. Meza blocks, comes back out here to Aguirre for Mexico. Martin, ball down, free kick against Walter Kannemann. Martin of Club America in the Mexican Liga MX. 1 goal from 4 caps, scored in the win over Costa Rica in October. Their 1 win so far since the World Cup. They're on a pretty lean run of form. They've lost 4 of 5 under Tuca Ferretti. If you include the World Cup, they've lost 6 of their last 7. That win over Costa Rica, the one positive result in that run as well for them. But 2 teams in evolution, Mexico 2 missing 1 or 2 big name and experienced players, and there's been talk of maybe 1 or 2 international retirements in the offing, not least Javier Hernandez, Chicharito, their 50-goal record scorer. A number have not played since the World Cup for the national team. He's had illness since the World Cup. So we've not seen under Ferretti the captain Andrés Guardado, nor Héctor Herrera or Héctor Moreno as well. Having Lozano injured for these friendlies, the player from PSV. Here's Brizuela. But the FA said this week they haven't closed the door on those older players, and the words were, we can't be closed-minded about those players and still having roles to play to bring on the young players. But there's certainly a sense, I think, of evolution with Mexico, and maybe the time has been and gone for 1 or 2 of those players to be first-choice starters going forward. DePaul. Brizuela. Dueñas. Foul against Acuña. Of course, the name of Messi isn't too far from the lips of the Argentine journalists, and still no word on his future. There's been talk he could come back for next year's Copa America in Brazil, but no official word from either the player or from the federation, or indeed Coach Scaloni on that in this international break. Said he has spoken with him in recent months, but not about his future. Messi not played since the World Cup exit to France back in the last days of June. And Victor Guzman's free kick here for Mexico. In by Victor Guzman, beyond Rulli. Away comes Meza here for Argentina. Meza chases here. And he's kept honest there by the press from Edson Alvarez on him. But a good watch this so far. We've had 18 minutes, and that goal by Icardi, the only goal so far of this friendly. I mentioned Mexico's 4 defeats in 5. They've not scored in those 4 defeats either, just the game against Costa Rica where they've scored goals under Ferretti's caretaker coaching. DePaul breaks back Icardi's way. Icardi here, wide to find Érik Lamela. Lamela bends one and bends it just wide. And his last goal came in the Copa America quarter-final against Venezuela in 2016 in Foxborough. A game they won 4-1. And this shot here bends just beyond the post from Érik Lamela. 6 goals for Spurs in all competitions this season in England. Here's Lamela again. Lamela goes on. It's a corner. Just going off the heels, I think, of Eric Aguirre. And the first goal came from a set piece in the win on Friday in Cordoba. And Lamela went on and wins this corner off the challenge of Victor Guzman, actually. Powell on the set piece. 5 goals in Serie A for strugglers Udinese in 12 matches this season in Italy. He's on this corner here. Powell's corner. Goes Mercado, Maxi Meza back in. Taken down by Lamela, hit by Lamela. Repelled by Mexico. Acuña, Pereyra, Meza. No doubt the home team are in control of this. The one goal is more than deserved so far for Argentina. Again, under Scaloni, the performance is good. The team look together and unified and all on message. And the fans are too. Not the interim coach end up being the coach for Argentina. It's only 40, Scaloni. Mori taken down here by Meza, onto Acuña. Driven cross. Riding there was Lamela on it. And there's Meza with an attempted volley, which would have been some goal had he found the target. It's in the end gone near the corner flag for Meza. Did feature in all 4 games in Russia in the summer. Meza plays with Independiente. Whole career spent in Argentina in his career so far. Debut came in March's 6-1 hammering they suffered in Madrid against Spain, which was really a sign of things to come in the World Cup, wasn't it? First suggestions that things weren't right under Sampaoli. Kannemann. Good noise in the stadium here in Mendoza tonight. This is Julio Cato Dominguez. Ascacíbar for Meza. DePaul. Érik Lamela. Lamela just beyond the reach of Meza, but the idea was right. Just the pass was a fraction too long from Érik Lamela. Performance though good so far for Argentina. That's been the motif under Scaloni so far. New players, fresh faces, new ideas. Santiago caught. Near the midway point of this first half in Mendoza. Venue built for the World Cup of 1978. The famous Archie Gemmill goal was scored here for the Scots against the Dutch in that World Cup 40 years ago. That's Guzman. Eric Gutierrez. On this near side in space is Isaac Brizuela. Steps inside of DePaul. Eric Gutierrez. Ball work wide here to Aquino. And towards Henry Martin, away from harm's way there by Funes Mori. Aguirre. Gutierrez, Aquino. Dueñas the target, mistake there by Acuña, lets in Dueñas for Mexico. Arteaga and Lamela tussling and tangling. Joined there by Aquino as well. Mercado's clever ball away, but given away now to Gutierrez. Aguirre, on to Guzman. Sees a gap. Didn't get too clear there of DePaul's attentions. Icardi's goal the difference. Well done here to Gutierrez now for Mexico. The through ball is going to be with Gerónimo Rulli. Only one of 5 goalkeepers used this year for Argentina. It appears that Romero still remains the de facto number 1, the captain when he plays Sergio Romero, but they've really gone through the goalkeepers this year. There's Pereyra. He finds Lamela. Érik Lamela.
Tiene que hacer 1 contra 1 ahí.
Across Acuña. Rodrigo DePaul. Lamela, DePaul, Back to Ascacíbar. Pereyra. Wide to Mercado here now for Argentina. A throw here then for the home nation. The half-time 20 minutes. A goal by Icardi, the difference so far in this friendly. Mercado of Spanish high flyer Sevilla on this throw. Pereyra the target. And a foul given against him. Little tug back on, I think, Arteaga. We'll see. Yeah, just the arm comes out and did catch Arteaga around the face. Alvarez. Arteaga. To really force a save from Rulli in the first 26.5 minutes of the game, Mexico. Here is Aguirre. Alvarez. Just control there by Brizuela. The focus will be, of course, next year on the Copa America in the big rivals' backyard, Brazil. They'll take on Brazil in their next game, actually, in March in Yokohama in Japan, before they take on that same month at South Korea. There's Aquino for Mexico on the chase, and ball runs away from him. Mexico's focus next year is on the USA in June in the CONCACAF Gold Cup competition. Both teams in terms of world rankings are pretty close as well. Argentina 12 and Mexico 16 in the latest FIFA standings. Really restarts. Towards DePaul, away here by Dueñas. Meza with Brizuela. Ascacíbar. Rulli's touch. And played away here well to find Meza. Acuña onto DePaul, who's had a busy half so far. DePaul for Argentina. Ascacíbar. Pereyra. Mercado. Kannemann. He's rather leggy as a centre-half and did have a nervy first game when he came on against Guatemala in September. Today, like Ascacíbar, his first start for Argentina.
Para adelante tiene que ser el pase de Walter. Sí, Rodrigo, para afuera que no juegue. Eso.
With Corona, the goalkeeper's been to 3 World Cups and hasn't played a minute of any of them. Here's Alvarez. Stolen. Corona's one big moment, of course, was to captain the Olympic gold medal winning team in London in 2012. And that win over Neymar's Brazil. There's Brizuela. Down by Marcos Acuña. In essence, it's really a home-based Mexican team. Just Gutierrez plays with PSV outside of his own nation's borders in the 11 who've begun this game. They've let the European players go home, it appears, from Friday's game. There's Brizuela. Acuña. Of course, many players do choose to stay in their own league in Mexico. It's one which pays well. The Liga MX does reward the players pretty well financially. Here's Guzman. DePaul for Ascacíbar. Hit long here for Icardi. Breaks back to find DePaul again. On the far side, a run made by Pereyra here. He arrives, but not quite quick enough. see the idea, you could see the run being made there from a long way out by Roberto Pereyra here. But this is the one goal so far inside 2 minutes from Mauro Icardi, his first goal for Argentina. Very timely and neatly done by the Inter Milan striker. Half an hour played though now. That's the only goal. Meza. De Paul. Brizuela. He scored the own goal late on to really seal the win for Argentina in Cordoba on Friday. Arteaga, Aquino. Alvarez. Brizuela. Ascacíbar's block comes to Paul's way, but I think a handball given against Santiago Ascacíbar. Had a superb first year with Stuttgart last year in the Bundesliga. Tough tackler, helped them into a good mid-table finish, but this season all going wrong at Stuttgart in that relegation zone, bottom in the Bundesliga. They've sacked their coach as well. Ascacíbar with that 5-year deal will be a very in-demand asset should they be relegated. Gutierrez. Too high for Brizuela. He is US-born, Brizuela. He was born in California. Parents moved back to their native Mexico when he was 2. Kannemann. Jesus Dueñas with the throw here then for Mexico. Edson Alvarez. Julio Canta-Dominguez, his first start today, by the way, since the Copa America in 2015 in Chile. Again to Jesus Corona. Alvarez, all rather rushed though now as they're pressed quickly by Argentina. And they've won the ball back here for Ascacíbar's benefit. De Paul moved on to Pereyra again here for them. Lamela, De Paul, looking here for, in the middle, Pereyra and Mercado at fullback arriving at the box on the far side too. They've won a corner, but it all came about because they pressed so quickly and so high and won the ball back, the turnover. And that's the outcome, the ball in by De Paul and then put away by the diving defender for a corner. Arteaga. Good contest. And the home team well worth their 1-goal buffer given to them early on by that man's goal. Icardi's first goal for Argentina. Corner here within the box, 6 to find. Here goes the corner. Mercado got up there highest. Caught by Corona. And today the goalkeeper's 53rd cap. Over 13 years in the picture. Aguirre. Aquino. Alvarez. Dueñas. Promising cross towards Aquino, away by Mercado, picked up here though by Aguirre for Mexico. And fouled there by Ascacíbar. Free kick position of real promise here too for the Mexicans. Yellow card produced as well for the challenge by Ascacíbar. He's a fairly abrasive tackler. Here's a case in point. Game's first caution. the Stuttgart man Santiago Ascacíbar for Argentina. Well, Victor Guzman looks to be the player who's primed for this one for Mexico. They've not scored in 4 of their 5 games so far in Ferretti's second spell as interim coach. Half-time 10 minutes away in Mendoza. Guzman or Gutierrez here is plan B with the left foot. The right of Guzman appears to be the main option. Victor Guzman, 1 goal in his 4 prior caps. Gutierrez, none in 12. And Powell here is blocking the low shot with that kneeling stance. It is Victor Guzman's free kick which clears the bar for Mexico. Their best attempt so far in this first half. It comes in the game's 37th minute. Still no save to make for Gerónimo Rulli. Just got beneath this a touch. And he clears the bar, the player from Pachuca. 4 goals in a league game this month against Necaxa. A 6-2 win. Ascacíbar, there's Kannemann here for DePaul. DePaul, cleverly done here, promising run by DePaul, strong run, on to find Acuña. So far too heavy and overhit behind for a goal kick, but it all came there from the very strong and direct running from Rodrigo DePaul of Udinese. There are options on the bench, of course. Teams who make up to 6 changes in these friendlies as they go on. This is Julio Cata Dominguez, Alvarez, Dueñas, Martin, Aguirre for Mexico now. That's Dominguez. Guzman. Aquino. And they involve Brizuela. Gutierrez. Dominguez into Guzman's feet. And Guzman goes again here for Mexico. Held up by Funes Mori. And defender wins that particular battle and wins a throw for his team as well. As we're near the final 6 first half minutes. A 1-goal lead here for Argentina. All came early, inside 2 minutes from Icardi. There he is to flick on. And throws back to his goalkeeper again, Jesus Corona, of the league leaders Cruz Azul in Mexico. Gutierrez. Santiago. Aguirre. Alvarez steps away from Meza. And the pressing there from Icardi. In his 5 games in charge so far, Scaloni's given no fewer than 15 players their debuts for Argentina. And now is Dueñas. Onto Brizuela, the cross sent in early, but too near to one of those players who won his first cap under the coach in charge now, Scaloni. Goalkeeper Gerónimo Rulli. 3 years now with the Spanish club, having joined them from England's Manchester City. As I say, he's been rather displaced as Sociedad's #1 since the end of September for league games, at least in Spain, after 1 or 2 expensive mistakes in the season's early weeks. Back here with Rulli. Again, a new ball required here. We've had now 2 replaced in this first half. Walter Kannemann. Marcos Acuña. Depal in here to defeated Pereyra. It's come to Ascacíbar again, who's had a good first half. Ascacíbar in that rather unsung deep midfield role. Lamela. Mercado's ball here to find Icardi, but I think the flag up here for offside, yes, to call play back against Icardi in Argentina. Make the right call. That was offside against the goal scorer in this first half. Dueñas. Now it's Alvarez. Aguirre. Dominguez. Aquino. Gutierrez. Arteaga's forward run. Gabriel Mercado under pressure. Mercado winning cap 23 today, the player from Sevilla. With a goal in his last league game for them against Espanyol in La Liga before the international break. Also scored in the World Cup in that defeat to France in the last 16 in Russia. Depal. Meza. Here is Mercado. Érik Lamela. Ascacíbar. Kannemann's pass into the feet now of Depal. Meza. Here's Pereyra for Argentina. Just poked away though by Aguirre's persistence. Free kick. The game has lost its ebb and flow in the last few minutes. It's much more scratchy and stop-start now. The goal came very early on for Icardi, but it's just a 1-goal lead. To Samuel on the coaching staff these days, with Pablo Aimar, and 2 very storied names from the not-too-distant past among those coaching Argentina's team these days. Card coming here. The challenge on Érik Gutierrez will bring the game's second caution from the referee's pocket. I think Lamela was the player who maybe was the guilty party. We'll see here what happens. Lamela just leaves the foot in. Dominguez. Drops here to Pereyra. One for Lamela. Gutierrez. Ascacíbar on a yellow card, but makes a terrific tackle. Offside flag here. Ascacíbar's last tackle, a player who was booked a few minutes ago, but not holding back. And he won the ball there fair and square. We are now in first half additional time. Not seen the board yet from the fourth official down below. Kannemann. Icardi. Again, the game's stop-start spell continues. Here's Dominguez. Well, half-time, and the goal came early. Inside 2 minutes when Icardi got that elusive first goal for his nation after 5 years of trying. A well-taken goal too to give his team the upper hand. They've been in control too. Lamela's been a real presence all the way through as well. Mexico rather shot shy so far with their mainly home-based team. At the break here, it's joy for Argentina so far. The score in Mendoza, it's 1-0 for Argentina. Here we go with the second half, begun by Argentina. A goal to the good. Mauro Icardi's elusive first goal for his nation has finally arrived. A lead which they more than deserve so far, with another impressive display under interim coach. And he will become full-time coach, Lionel Scaloni. This is a Walter Kannemann towards Icardi. It's Luis Rodriguez. They brought on Rodriguez and Alvarado for the second half at Mexico. Lamela's first half yellow card confirmed for you. This is Luis Rodriguez. Alvarado chasing. Defender is Mercado. The teams can make up to 6 changes each in these friendly matches to blood 1 or 2 players. Giovanni Lo Celso among those in reserve for the home nation tonight. Henry Martin away from Kannemann. Kannemann's had a good first start for his nation, the player who won the Libertadores with the Gremio, and they made the semis of that competition with them this season when they were beaten by River Plate. He's had to wait his time for his first start for his nation. He's done well tonight so far, Kannemann. Icardi. Ascacíbar. Amazing how Argentina's squad has evolved so quickly. For these 2 games, only called up 6 players who went to the World Cup in Russia in the summer. No Aguero, no Messi, no Di Maria. DePaul among those taken off at half-time by the 2 teams. DePaul replaced by Franco Cervi for the second half by Argentina. It is Franco Cervi's 4th cap. The debut came against Guatemala and scored in his 3rd cap against Iraq in last month's win in Riyadh, 4-0 in Saudi Arabia. Away by Kannemann. That change confirmed with Cervi on for Rodrigo DePaul for the second half for Argentina. Alvarado here back into the path of the defender. Here's Gallardo. Meza brought down. Mercado. On to Ascacíbar here for Argentina. Ascacíbar again into Érik Lamela. Lamela for Mauro Icardi. Icardi can't quite spin in on goal. Finds Franco Servi here. Again, they move the ball well around the Mexican box. Comes here to Pereyra. He's lost out though. Stepping in there was Hiram Meyer, the half-time change. Franco Servi, cleverly done. Couldn't find Lamela with the first pass. And Lamela's foul there. Now, he was booked, of course, in that first half, and that's on a yellow card. A risky one to make there from Lamela. I think had this been a qualifier, that would have been a second yellow card for Érik Lamela. You can see here, the ball through from Franco Servi. And look at Lamela's challenge here. When the ball's dead, overcommits and caught his man. We've had now 5 second-half minutes, still as you were. Icardi's goal the difference. They won the first game on Friday 2-0. Goals in that match from Ramiro Mori, and the own goal late on from Brizuela. So Dominguez off and Hiram Meyer on to win his first cap since April of 2015, the player from Querétaro in Mexico. Meza stopped fairly by the defender, Edson Alvarez. Changes again confirmed on screen with Luis Rodriguez on for Mexico, replacing Javier Quino. Santiago's made way for Jesus Gallardo. Long towards Gallardo here, away by Mercado for Argentina. Érik Lamela. Santiago Ascacíbar. Meza has had a tidy game, just beyond the reach of Lamela, but here's a Servi brought down, free kick Argentina. Franco Servi stopped in rather unceremonious fashion. Of club goals for Benfica so far this season, 2 in the Europa League and a league goal against Aves as well. And of course no Messi in the team at the moment to take these free kicks, so someone's going to get a chance to be the free kick taker. I think Lamela might fancy it. There he is, Érik Lamela. 3 goals in now 25 caps. Can he find here his first goal for his nation since the Copa America in the USA back in 2016? Also there, Meza. Lamela here looks fixed and focused on this one. Can he produce the goods here to double their lead in this second half? It's Érik Lamela's free kick on target. A simple catch in the end for Jesus Corona. This is Maya. Going out of the target, they're well cut out by Mori. Paul Dybala in reserve, and he this week has said the players want Messi back as soon as possible. So they do miss him around the squad as well as in the team, of course. Well, that Messi debate will, of course, rage on, I'm sure, across the international winter break. No more games until March for the full national teams. Guzman's back heel. There's Ascacíbar. Brizuela. Gallardo. Aguirre. Brizuela. Beyond Acuña. Mexico couldn't quite get their way through there, and Away by Kannemann here for Argentina. A touch on from Icardi. Maya. That's on the bench they have Franco Vasquez from Sevilla. Gallardo here against Mercado of Sevilla. Lamela. Mercado on here to Pereyra. With a change of pace. Can he out-sprint his man? No, he can't. And he gives a push and a shove there to the defender. Here's Dueñas. Ascacíbar's race is run. A very solid first start and third cap overall for Ascacíbar. And he will be replaced here by the player who began in that role on Friday. The player from St. Petersburg, Leandro Paredes, winning here cap number 9. Player from the Russian Premier League leader Zenit. He's been sent off twice for his club this season, Paredes. Here's Meza. Mori. We've had now 10 minutes of the second half in Mendoza. Mori here with a run which is, in the end, seeing the ball given away. Guzman long for Gallardo. Cleaned up by Mercado. Meza. As well as their good results, they've also been very mean at the back. They've kept, in the 5 games under Scaloni so far, 4 clean sheets against Guatemala, Colombia, Iraq and Mexico in the first meeting. Only Brazil have scored against, and that came as well in the last minute of the game in Jeddah. That comes as well despite using 4 goalkeepers in those 5 matches. Here's Paredes. Servi. And here we'll see a goalkeeping debut very soon too for Tottenham Hotspur's Paulo Gazzaniga. He began the season as Spurs' 3rd choice in England. It appears he's their number 2 behind the World Cup winner Hugo Lloris, but he will very soon make his international debut. Gazzaniga will become their 6th goalkeeper used this calendar year when he comes on as well. Pereyra. Maya out to Gallardo here for Mexico. A slight problem here maybe for Roberto Pereyra. We're going to see Lo Celso on as well very soon in the midfield for Argentina. Well, let go by Valencia as a young goalkeeper, Gazzaniga. He then went to play for Gillingham in England's 4th tier. And this is for him a huge night. His first game for Argentina. Began the season as Tottenham Hotspur's 3rd choice goalkeeper in London. And now will come on to make his full international debut at the age of 26. His 5 Spurs games this season, no defeats, 4 wins and 1 draw, a lucky charm for Spurs. Now coming on for his first game for Argentina, replacing Gerónimo Rulli for the game's last 32 minutes. And his Spurs colleague Lamela will come off, replaced here from the bench by the on-loan PSG man with Real Betis in Spain right now. Giovanni Lo Celso coming on here to win cap number 10. Romero watches another rival to his goalkeeping crown in his first cap, and Gazzaniga becomes here Argentina's 6th goalkeeper this year, joining Willy Caballero and Rulli and Franco Armani, Romero himself and Agustin Marchesín as the goalkeepers used this year by Argentina. I think we can say that Caballero's days have gone, given his mistake in the World Cup game with Croatia. Alvarez. Aguirre. Mercado clear. Here's Lo Celso. Lo Celso. It was a clever play. He won the French treble last year with PSG and was a regular choice as well for them, but had to be loaned out on deadline day to Betis in Spain. Foul here by Paredes. Gallardo. It's Martin. Martin gets the ball wide well here for Mexico. This is Brizuela. Ahead he's got Luis Rodriguez now. In towards Gallardo. It's going to run here for Martin, maybe. Got a shove as well there from the defender who was Pereyra on that occasion. They do appeal for it. Actually, they were moved by the appeals from Mexico. No penalty. Just look here at the number 7 for Argentina. It's a close call for offside maybe on the initial flick on here. It did come off an Argentinian head, so it would have been allowed to stand, but was there a push here from Pereyra there on Martin sufficient for a penalty kick? Another change, Ángel Zaldivia coming on very soon for Mexico, the striker who came on in the first game on Friday too to good effect. Luis Rodriguez. And Gazzaniga now becomes the 16th new cap in his 6 games in charge. Scaloni has been a real change of the guard for Argentina under his interim watch. Here comes Ángel Zaldivia. Tavala still waits in reserve tonight. So Brizuela off, replaced by Ángel Zaldivia. Cap number 6 for the player from Guadalajara. 6 goals in 16 for his club in the Liga MX so far this season. Here's Icardi. On to Meza. Ahead Acuña. And Servi. Here is Servi, didn't run for him. Luis Rodriguez for Mexico. Gazzaniga's rapid rise at Spurs has been eye-catching this season. Began, as I say, as the 3rd choice behind Lloris and Michel Vorm. He has played and won 2 games in the Premier League against Brighton and Huddersfield so far this season. In all competitions, 5 matches, 4 draws and 1 win in their goal. There's a yellow card shown in there to Jesus Gallardo for Mexico. Here's Franco Servi. Meza. And back by the Mexicans. And then given away to Pereyra's feet. Ahead he's got Icardi. Options with him too. It's gone towards Icardi. 4 now arrive on the scene for Argentina. Icardi in. Away by the defender Edson Alvarez. Icardi's goal still the only one of the game so far, and we're now in the 65th minute of it. Corner taken by Pereyra, the former Roma player, as I say, now playing in the Russian league with the leaders Zenit St. Petersburg. Corner taken by Pereyra here for Argentina. Comes out to Lo Celso! And his one goal so far was special from range against Guatemala back in September. He can pack a fairly potent punch, Lo Celso. Scored 2 in Betis's remarkable win at Barcelona in the last league game, 4-3 earlier this month. 4 club goals for Betis in Seville so far this term for him. That's Meza. Acuña, Franco Servi for Argentina. That's a strange ball. Dueñas. Gabriel to Martin. Dueñas for Gallardo. With all their possession, they're not making chances here either, Mexico. They've had lots of the ball, but able to really get into trouble the home team too much. But here's Luis Rodriguez. Shape here for Argentina. Every player knows his particular defensive role in the system. And again, that's to the coach's credit too, to come in and in such a short space of time impose his way of thinking on the players and his system on the players. We see again this chance for Lo Celso. The bar, but not too far over the top there from Lo Celso. Back with Jose Corona. Dueñas. Chase on for Martin, covered though by Kannemann, who's not put a foot wrong tonight at the back. I saw Juan Foyth play his first game there on Friday and did well, and it appears they are certainly not lacking in good defensive numbers going forward, Argentina. Fourth at 20 was a real revelation in the game in Cordoba on Friday night, and Kannemann's been better in his first nervy cap against Guatemala for sure as well tonight as well. Here's Gallardo now for Mexico. Érik to find Roberto Alvarado. Looks for Martin. Alvarado again. Guzman. Alvarado. Henry Martin. Chase on for Icardi. Can he get there first? Well, he did. Defender was Alvarez. One play waved on here by the referee. Comes to Aguirre. The cross towards Gallardo here. Gazzaniga with a terrific save. His first touch in international football is a terrific stop. Well, how's this for a way to say hello to the national team for Paulo Gazzaniga? Excellent save over the bar to keep Gallardo out and to maintain a 1-0 lead here for Argentina. In the corner, it will be Victor Guzman. Guzman's corner sent in for Mexico and turned away there by the head of Funes Mori. One by Lo Celso, no foul. Paredes. Servi. A goalkeeper's first touch can often set the tone for his game. Well, that from Gazzaniga was a brilliant way to introduce himself to the fans who won't have seen much of him, of course. He's never played club football at full level in Argentina. Came through the ranks at Valencia in Spain before that release, had moved to Gillingham in England's fourth tier. Zaldivar. Acuña's clearance. Goes Mercado. We're going to see soon Giovanni Simeone coming on, the Fiorentina striker, the son of Diego Simeone. Here's Pereyra. One imagines it could be the end of the night then for Icardi if we're going to see Simeone coming on, if they're going to maintain this system and shape. Servi. Little loose. And Kannemann fouls Henry Martin. And a yellow card for Walter Kannemann too, to embellish his first start for Argentina. Certainly clumsy, and well worth that yellow card from referee Rojas. Simeone scored in his first cap against Guatemala. Only 2 goals in Serie A this season though for Fiorentina, after an impressive 14 last. First defensive work to do here for Argentina. A Victor Guzman free kick for Mexico. In by Victor Guzman, and a header from Zaldivar is over the top. Gazzaniga, this rapid rise to prominence. It really was an outstanding save with his first touch in international football. Icardi. And here comes that change then for Argentina. I think his race is run now, and having scored the goal in the first minute or two, well, he's going to stay on actually. They're going to take off Maxi Meza instead. It may well mean we'll see 2 up front now for Argentina. So Maxi Meza coming off, not Icardi, and this will now give a 2-pronged attack. 2 very tall and physical strikers. Giovanni Simeone coming on here to win his 5th cap, and as I say, that debut goal against Guatemala, his 1 goal so far for the national side. His dad Diego scored 11 goals in his 106 caps for Argentina. So they've gone now to it appears a 4-4-2 formation. Fairly unorthodox these days, where teams favour just the one up front, and we've seen now Simeone playing together with Icardi in that old-fashioned 4-4-2 for Argentina. Yellow card again coming here from the referee, and this time the offence punished with a yellow card, I think, to Franco Servi on this occasion. Yellow card for Rodriguez for the foul on Servi. Gets that latest booking from the referee, and it's now with Ramiro Funes Mori. Mercado. Got on by Simeone here. Icardi back on for Simeone. Acuña. Giovanni Simeone. It's for Serbi's run, covered though by the defender Aguirre. And back by the lively Simeone, finds Acuña. Given away to Martin. Teams now playing with two strikers, Martin and Zaldivar for Mexico, their strike force. Here's Lo Celso for Giovanni Simeone. Luis Rodriguez clear. To play, we have 15 minutes in Mendoza. Lo Celso. Touch on there from Pereyra. Defender is Mia. Good work here by Jesus Gallardo for Mexico. With him he's got Martin supporting. He went for goal himself there, which was the wrong option. Surely had two players in the middle who were far better placed. He chose instead to try and beat the keeper who's near post here, Gazzaniga. Good work initially, but then in the middle, 1, 2, 3. And the ball in the end finds the side netting. With that angle shut off by Paulo Gazzaniga. And again, the calls for Scaloni's full-time appointment will get louder if they can win this game, make it 4 wins from 6 and just 1 defeat from 6. There's Gallardo now for Mexico. Back to Victor Guzman. Rodriguez. Aguirre. Alvarado. Stopped by Acuña. Breakaway led here by Lo Celso. Acuña. He takes on Rodriguez. Franco Servi blocked. And the return ball doesn't quite find Acuña. A 1-goal lead. It's been that way since the 2nd minute. Zaldivar. Yes, Gallardo cross deep and towards Guzman here, helped away by Paredes for Argentina. Back with Érik Aguirre. Shot way over the bar. And the last change from the home team, we'll see Dybala coming on. This may well be the end of Icardi's night. He won't go with 3 strikers, surely. Can Dybala do what Icardi's done and break his duck? Dybala's run is rather longer. He has gone, Dybala, 17 caps before tonight with no goal scored in a national jersey. Icardi finds Pereyra. Pereyra away from Dueñas. Pereira's ball in, deflects. Oh no, goal kick given by the referee. This will be that last change then made by Scaloni. We had a cambio change. So we're going to see Paulo Dybala coming on to win cap 18. And his goals column reads 0. Despite being so prolific for Juventus in Italy's Serie A. Change will have to wait. This is Ramiro Funes Mori. Lo Celso. Gabriel Mercado. by Simeone here for Icardi. Back now with Pereyra. You can hear Dybala being yelled by the fans around this stadium. Popular figure. Paredes. Lo Celso. Servi. 10 minutes left to play of this friendly. And now to a huge Mendoza ovation. We're going to see Icardi make way. Having scored his first goal for Argentina. And now the game's only goal. Replaced another player of huge popularity. Juventus's Paulo Dybala. So one international scoring duck broken. What price a second as Dybala comes on looking for his first goal for Argentina in the next 10 minutes or so. So Inter makes way for Juventus. Dybala on for cap number 18. Funes Mori. Here's Dybala. Dybala full of ideas. On he goes down. No foul. No penalty. Despite Scaloni's quite obvious appeals down on the touchline. Honest clearance. For seconds, within seconds, he almost wins the penalty here with this forward thrust. Challenge from Dueñas, deemed old-fashioned shoulder to shoulder. Nothing wrong with it. It's Lo Celso for Argentina. And now to pick out Pereyra here. Attack by Mercado. Roberto Pereyra. Paredes. Too high and too long there for Giovanni Simeone. Coming off is Henry Martin here for Mexico. And Alan Pulido, the player to replace him. And he did start the game in Cordoba on Friday. Pulido. His record is 5 goals in 12 caps, which is none too shabby. Played from Guadalajara. And a spell too with Olympiacos in Greece. Alvarez. Here is Pulido. Dybala. Simeone stopped there by Dueñas, fully committed, and again. It's Luis Rodriguez. Victor Guzman here for Mexico. To play 7 minutes in Mendoza. Came off, well, a push given on Funes Mori against Angel Zaldivia. We'll see Zaldivia leaning into Ramiro Funes Mori. Gazzaniga very solid so far in this, his first international game. To one stellar save with his first touch of the ball, which I'm sure will live long in his memory. Guzman. Now space to attack here for Mexico. It's Guzman again. Guzman shoots! And pushed away by Gazzaniga. Safety first that time. Ball did take a really awkward bounce in front of him here, and he had to just turn the ball to safety. From range, Guzman. And the keeper makes sure there were no slips and spills behind for a corner. Guzman rolled short. And again Guzman. Keeper got nowhere near it. At the far post, the header up and over the bar there for Mexico. A half chance for them there as they got that ball in. Zaldivar the target. Guzman made the angle for himself there, and that was a decent cross. Last 5 minutes. Pulido. And a free kick. Pulido was the meat in a sandwich there. Free kick for Mexico for this challenge on Pulido. Mercado with him, and so too the fast arriving challenge there from, I think, Paredes. Not a dead ball be the way to unlock this Argentina defence. And of course, for 5 clean sheets in 6 under Lionel Scaloni's coaching. Gazzaniga with work to do here, maybe, to preserve that clean sheet on his debut. It's Gallardo. We'll try again here, Gallardo. Got the cross in. Picked up here by Luis Rodriguez. Alvarado into traffic. Now the counter, led by Simeone. With him on the near side here, if you can see Dybala and use him, they'll be in. It's towards Dybala here! And Paulo Dybala is off the mark for Argentina. Icardi first half, Dybala second half. Ducks are broken tonight in Mendoza. And that one has put this game to bed for Argentina. Paulo Dybala of Juventus with a finish in cap number 18, his first goal for the national team. Made by Simeone and put away on the counter here by Paulo Dybala. It's a super rapid counter led by Giovanni Simeone. Dybala wants it, onside Dybala gets it, and he puts it away brilliantly. A super rapid, fast-paced counter and a finish to match from Paulo Dybala. Argentina 2, Mexico 0. It's a lovely goal, a lovely way to get his first goal for Argentina. It means everything. Here's Pulido for Mexico. Lo Celso. Dybala. It's Walter Kannemann and Dybala. Lo Celso. The cheers now are loud and raucous. Happy Argentina. Acuña now for Argentina. Acuña in, deflected, corner. Well, they came to see their team win, and they've now seen 2 players who'd failed to find goals in their early caps finally get off the mark for the RB Celeste. Dybala's corner here as we near now the 90th minute. In by Dybala, attacked by Simeone. Picked up here for Servi and Paredes and Pereyra. Pereira's pass into Lo Celso. And he rolled short. It's Paredes. Driven cross. Dybala. He's lost out here. And there to launch the counter raid for Mexico, which was not the case when Argentina broke. I'd say today, 2 excellent goals in this game. One early, one late. And the board will say we'll play on for how long? Beyond 90? 4 minutes. Servi on the chase here. Pereyra stays in play with him too. Wins a corner, cleverly there to play from Watford. Very good work from Pereyra, who's been very, very impressive tonight. In here, cap number 13. Is there further joy here in the game for Argentina now in stoppage time? A corner which is taken by Leandro Paredes. Paredes' corner sent in by Luis Rodriguez. Franco Servi's touch. Acuña. Lo Celso. Dueñas, Rodriguez, Mexico are going to fall to defeat again. It'll be another loss in what's been a tough year since the World Cup. They've really struggled to find form. They'll have lost 5 from 6 under caretaker coach Ferretti, before it appears the arrival of Tata Martino as their head coach in the new year, since the US MLS season's been put to bed. What for Scaloni? Will he stay, will he go? The caretaker has done a terrific job so far in blooding young players, and young players playing his way so soon, so quickly. That's an eager away. Trips to Servi, Paredes, Lo Celso. Dybala. Now the final additional minute. Lo Celso. A rare misplaced ball by him. Normally metronomically reliable Lo Celso with the passing. Here's Gallardo for Mexico. Luis Rodriguez, Alan Pulido. Well, the counter-attack was rapid, led by Simeone, and when they broke away here, he knew exactly where Dybala was, and the ball into find him was really measured superbly. Here they come again with Simeone. Is there an action replay here? Simeone, tricky, up against Alvarez. Final seconds of Argentina's last game of 2018. Paredes. Now Pereyra. Is there one more attack here? Mercado wins a corner. Is there time for it? Answer is no. It's 4 wins in 6 then for caretaker Scaloni in Argentina. And 2 ducks broken here tonight. In the first half, Mauro Icardi's first goal. In the second, late, a first goal for Paulo Dybala in cap number 18 for him. His first goal for his country to seal an impressive win for Argentina. Impressive form under their interim coach. A win here to sign off the year. The full-time score in Mendoza. It ends Argentina 2, Mexico 0.